Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
He's going to go up top again. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Their dangerous wide receiver, 76 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And his kick is good. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Miller, the lone setback.
All right, here we go. Go! No. Check. Patriot. Over.
He'll get the football here. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by first-rounder Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A run. It's Murray. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So a fantastic effort by Murray, a kid born in Orlando, went to high school in New York, but came back to Orlando to go to Central Florida. You're from Orlando, Mr. Davis.
Yes, I am, and actually grew up in New York State as well, so I knew I liked this young man. And the stock and trade for him, speed. Give him some open space, and he can blaze a trail.
Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
If you give a guy like Latavius Murray a little bit of help, and he got it on that play. How about him sealing the edge, right? Creating that space so he could get to the corner. And then what came into play? His speed.
Yeah, speed shown there on the sweep. Big-time run.
He's an explosive back when he gets an opportunity. Love to see him get that speed built up. And once he sees it clear, he goes. Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that second-year jump out of Walford. On first down, Murray. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Carr to throw on second down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The reigning Defensive Player of the Year, J.J. Watt, in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got deep. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
All right, here we go.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And he's got Fuller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on 1st down. Looking for someone to throw to. Steps away to his left. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
come out here in the eye.
All right, here we go. Over.
On second down, Osweiler. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Hopkins, the man in motion left. Third and 2. Now Osweiler. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So on fourth down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit, and on comes Nick Novak. This just a 24-yard attempt. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One receiver to the left is Cooper. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Carr to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 1st and 10. It's Osweiler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Leopard, here we go now. Here we go. Green, 39. Gone.
On 3rd and 1, Osweiler binds, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Edwards with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with
They would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. J.J. Watt there on the tackle for a loss. Of course, last year's Defensive Player of the Year.
And we love saying his name, don't we? J.J. Watt. How about all that production, too? 29 tackles for loss in 2015.
In 2nd place, only had 23. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Here's Carr to throw, and that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Second and 10 now. Osweiler. Completion left side to Miller. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go. On the sneak, Osweiler. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, they pick it up on third and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
It's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Texans are going to have a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
On second down, here's Osweiler. And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Osweiler. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Hey, you. Yeah, you. John. Why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, bet you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, here we go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. Now Osweiler on second down. And the Raiders have got him. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
Again, it's Miller. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Look at that play by Khalil Mack. Another tackle for loss. I don't know how you game plan against him because he can do a little bit of everything, and he does it with such an explosive flair, too.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Play action. Now Osweiler. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It's a 4-receiver look, all to the left side. Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. Another pistol look here. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need.
And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt, in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we? Remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And he fires one incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're going deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this. until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 56 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
One receiver to the left is Cooper. On second down, here's Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And he's able to put it through. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back?
Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Corey Grant with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. deploys the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And hauled in here by Rivera. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Back now in Mexico City. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Miller in motion right. On third down, Osweiler. This is Johnson. He's got it. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And the wideout in motion. Play action. Now Osweiler. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Osweiler on first down. Caught left side Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Throwing again, Osweiler. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The first time All-Pro in 2015, Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Osweiler, he's got Fuller. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go now.
Here we go. It's Osweiler on fourth down. And he finds his man Griffin. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their big tight end. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this is incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken inside his own 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Osweiler. Miller on the catch over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. This time Osweiler will throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. A first down carry now for Miller. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll run it again with Miller. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll send the tight end in motion. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
They come out here in the eye. Oh, Osweiler going to throw it. Rolling to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Third and goal now. Ball on the 5. Here's Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance, and that was their only opportunity to try and bring it all the way back. As you noted, they weren't able to get that done, but at least they had the shot. What a tremendous game to be this close and this well contested.
So for Houston, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.
in the house, right? And I go by the tough and not a bluffer. I want you to be my don't have to take it undercover. Just under the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once we went up, yeah. And my love tripping, yeah. Now I feel my body drifting, yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted, the mind tripping, yeah. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often, more than just a little. I be shooting out the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air, fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. Just happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up, yeah. And my love tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. My body dripping. Baby girl, she got me lifted. The mind tripping. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, now breathe, baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey. Inhale, exhale, let's take a breath and breathe, baby. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky.